What's good, Internet? My name is attackslug, and welcome back to SmackDown vs. Raw 2008, featuring ECW on the Xbox 360. Special thanks to everybody in the comments, giving me some great advice the past several days. Number one, to turn on simulate training. Number two, to do the horror events, get some rest and relaxation, and to go on dates to increase my stats and skills and everything else. So thanks to all you guys nailing it and giving me good advice in the comment section. First and foremost, some rest and relaxation. Okay, that decreases my fan popularity and decreases my fatigue. Cool.
Listen, player, I'm scheduling you and your partner for a tag team match.
Of course you are.
If you look good out there, I'll give you a shot at a couple of your rival contenders. You feel me?
I do not feel you, Teddy Long. I am so tired of tag team matches, but, Mr. Let
me get this straight. You think you're a legitimate contender? You? I'm looking forward to proving just how little respect I have for you next week. Assuming that your opponents this week don't prove what a fraud you are first.
Kennedy. I'm assuming horror movie means villain movie, so yeah, we'll do that. But also it says high levels of fatigue, so we'll see how that plays out. So, 10 grand, which is pretty good. But also, I increased my fatigue from having just reduced my fatigue. So, you know, that's the trade-off there.
Man, word in the locker room is that your opponents don't have a shred of respect for you. And they're not the only ones. If you want to accomplish anything around here, you better start impressing some of us.
I just did a movie, MVP. Leave me alone. Alright, so my fatigue level is up there, and my frequency is up there. Okay, sure. I have 1 day before SmackDown, so let's kind of take a breather before SmackDown and then go have a match. Alright, back to 0 fatigue, and let's hop in and have ourselves some SmackDown. Bismarck, North Dakota. Okay, Batista and Finlay in this tag team match. Playa, holla holla. Honestly, tempting to play as Mark Henry here because he actually has good stats, whereas I don't. But, oh, there we go, partner select. One player, computer. Yes, I should play both players and then just be Mark Henry and then dominate. Yes, video game. You get it, video game. Let me control my tag team partners. Video game. Thumbs way up on that one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hello. Okay. It's gonna be a war, that's for sure. None of these guys can stand each other. Oh. Melina. Hello. Why am I in this locker room? I'm not really sure. Hey, relax, relax. And here we go. We're all being... So, I did change my entrance finally. He's super. He's crazy. Basically. Got that super crazy entrance with the backflip and whatnot, which is always a good time. Always a good time. Woo! Anyway, welcome to this fine Monday. It's a new week. Yes, it is. Here on this channel, here on this show, and there is a little bit of wrestling news. Not a whole lot, but some stuff that I'll get into here. And if you have not seen or watched or read about the spoilers from last night, or I guess this morning, from the New Japan World Tag League, then maybe skip together a little bit ahead on this video, because I'm going to spoil that bit of business. So, there's your warning. I'm going to spoil it. Anyway, Chris Jericho appeared in Japan and attacked Kenny Omega and busted him open. So, not only did he make an appearance to further promote their match at Wrestle Kingdom, but they used blood. They almost never use blood in New Japan, so that made it an even bigger deal than it already is. And he attacked an announcer, and he attacked the Young Lions. So, if you're wondering who's going to be the heel in this feud, it seems like it's going to be Chris Jericho, because he definitely did some dastardly heel tactics there over in New Japan. Even though, one would imagine, you know, Bullet Club are supposed to be heels, but going into this match, it looks like that Kenny's going to be the face. So, that's cool. The whole locker room's talking about it. Okay, Batista. Some serious respect deficit from the manimal Batista. So, that's the one problem if Batista and the rumors about him talking to Vince and wanting to come back, the one problem with Batista wanting to come back is that his entrance is so dependent on pyro, and they cut all the pyro. So how are you gonna do your machine gun entrance without pyro? Like, that's kind of important. So, you know, there's that. Anyway, moving on, we have Raw tonight, obviously, and Raw will feature Roman Reigns versus Cesaro as the next challenger for the IC title. Give Sheamus some rest if he's dealing with that spinal stenosis and whatnot. Seriously, give him some rest. And here's Finlay. He likes to fight. So I know there is commentary here, or there should be, but I tend to turn it off for the matches, and unfortunately they had the side effect here of having the commentary turned off during these bits where they should have commentary. So my apologies there, but having to talk over Cole and JBL and whatnot during the matches is just, it makes for bad audio, you know? So I keep it off for the matches. And some games, like 07, and I want to say 06, they would leave the commentary on during those parts, during like these parts here, but then it would be off in the matches. Where this game, when you have it off, it's just off completely. So thankfully, the cutscenes, like we had that thing with Vince, still has the VO there. So, or at least I would hope it should have it for any additional cutscenes. So I would say my expectations for a Roman and Cesaro match, if you give it enough time, should be quite excellent. So here's hoping. Here's hoping. Now, it is Monday, and that usually means Moveset Monday. Woo! So I've made a few adjustments here. Not a whole lot, but a couple. But obviously I need to get that money to buy those additional moveset things, because movesets. But Batista here, obviously, gonna have a lot more power and a lot more skill than I have with those vicious headbutts and those vicious strikes. And I'm hitting LT. It's not doing anything. Seriously, it's not. LT. Nope. I was hitting it and no such luck. Now Batista turned out being fair play with that Boston Crab. Oh, right, I gotta actually... Wait, I don't get a rope break? Well, whatever. I figured it out. Anyhow, who... tagging out. Really? Really? Oh, come on. That was just a cheap shot. That was a cheap shot. Hey, Finlay, I've heard you like to fight. Anyway, elsewhere in the news, RO Lux. If you recall, they were the show that wanted to be like Lucha Underground, but for a Spanish-speaking audience. And the rumor was that they were going to hire one Vince Russo, which everyone said, hey, don't give Russo a job in wrestling, it's a bad idea. And guess what? They hired Vince Russo. But also, I'm having this news here today because they taped a TV thing. Now, who knows for who? Because they didn't say. And one would imagine they were taping a pilot of some kind last night in Nashville. So they're taping their Lucha Underground style show for a Spanish-speaking audience in Nashville, Tennessee. Okay, sure. In any event, you had kind of the usual bits of people who you would think might be on that kind of show. You had John Morrison, you had Rey Mysterio, you had MVP, like, you know, ex-guys who used to work for WWE, who were doing, you know, the larger indies or that kind of thing. So that is unsurprising, to say the least, with from what I read of who was on that roster. And yes, the jackhammer, basically being filmed by a lot of the crew who used to film TNA. So they have a knowledgeable crew, and from what I hear from the reports, Double Team, from what I hear from the reports, it was not a bad show. Like, people seem to enjoy the show that they put on. So kudos on that bit of business. I gotta tag out here. This is real bad. How do I escape this? I don't even know. Finlay! Stop liking to fight. Well, now Finlay's an agent. He likes to break up fights, which is even funnier. What are you doing? Hit the man. Hit the man. Oh! Death Valley Driver. Sort of. Sort of. I am just not doing well here on my reversals. I'm just really... Well, you botched it, Finley. Haha. You botched it. No! Do it! Yeah, okay, fine. I need to tag out. I don't know what button... No! Batista! No! Batista's going on a rampage! Oh, great. Here we go this way. LT. LT. Thank you. The Manimal on a rampage. I don't know what the tag out button is. I gotta look it up. There we go. Okay, so I like that it totally wasn't in the manual, or I didn't see it in the manual. Had to go online and look it up, which is really funny. Anyway, here we are. Gonna introduce Batista here into the Hall of Pain. Hopefully, maybe. No, he's tagging out. Alright, Finley, you want to be in the Hall of Pain. Either way, somebody here is going into the Hall of Pain. It's gonna happen. Anyway, yeah, so that taping happened, and whether or not someone picks up that pilot and puts it on TV, who knows? Who knows? But, I don't know. Could be fun, could be interesting. Like, people who were there said it was alright, so, that's cool. I don't know. More wrestling. I'm always about more wrestling. So, as long as it's good, I'm all about it. Anyway. Finley here. Get some strong grapples on you. Oh, that didn't work. Here we go. Why? Why? Oh, here we go. Yes. The Baldo Bomb. Well, not quite. Not quite. But, World's Strongest Slam on Finley. And then pin the man. Here we go. 1, 2. Really? Finley kicks out from the World's Strongest Slam. I am insulted. I am insulted at this ridiculousness from Finley. But he still wants to fight. Do a move. Boom. How dare you, Finley? How dare you kick out from the World's Strongest Slam? I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm a powerhouse, Finley. A powerhouse. How dare you? Taunt the man. Woo! I don't bleed Kool-Aid. Anyway. Yeah, so that's kind of what's going on in the news today. Not much else going on in the news today, unfortunately. But Raw is tonight, so I'm sure we'll hear plenty more. I'm actually... The thing with Raw is that I'm really, really curious what in the blue hell they're going to do with your match that was supposed to happen between Gulak and Rich Swann. Obviously, Rich Swann suspended indefinitely. So, do you just give Gulak a bye into the finals to go fight Enzo for his title? Do you bring in somebody else to fight Gulak? Like, how do they handle that, considering how recently it happened? Oh, the power from Finley, the strength. Like, how do you handle that? Like, who else do you put in there in that match? I'll be very, very curious to find out. Okay, Finley. You get another. Pick him up. You get another World's Strongest Slam. Boom. That has to do it. That has to do it. In my corner. No problems. 2, 3. Batista couldn't save you, Finley. You got squished like a bug. So here's a problem. The game crashed. The game crashed. I can't even avoid crashes when I go back 10 years. I'm stuck on this lovely Maria load screen here. And it's been loading for like 4 minutes now. And it shouldn't take 4 minutes to load. This game is installed on the hard drive, on the 360. It shouldn't be loading this long. So unfortunately, that is going to wrap up our video for today. If I play it again and get a cutscene, I'll record that and have that at the end of the video. But that's going to be it. I'm attackslug. Thanks for watching. 5 p.m. is always a fun time. More videos every day. See you next time right here on this channel. I can't believe it crashed. And I'm out.
shouldn't even be calling you about this, but your friend had an accident last night. The kind that wasn't an accident, if you know what I mean. I can't say any more. If they knew I'd said anything to you...
I'm still sorting through the details, but your partner somehow got injured last night, and no one's talking about it. You ain't got anybody watching your back now, player, so you're gonna have to be double careful from now on.